have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
What is going on? What is going on, Canes fam? I am Matty Ice. He is Caniacs, and this is Canes calling live. Caniacs, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing good, man. It's Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Well, slightly after 8 p.m. I'm a little late, but it's all good. How you doing?
Yeah, you're late. You're the one that's late.
But I'm always late.
I'm blaming you for this one.
That's all right. We won't talk about what you were doing before the show, but that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's private business. Okay, man.
Go ahead. Just write down some notes.
Just writing down some notes.
Notes, that's right.
Oh man. So how you doing tonight, man?
Great, man. Like I said, great for me. We'll get into the other shit later. I'm just man, the travel business is picking back up again. I'm loving that.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, man. I'm getting books for I got calls today for 3 of them. One for another Turk and Caicos, one going to Aruba, and one wants his 76-year-old mother. She wants to go to Ireland. She wants to stay there for 11 days. But now, after she sees the trip that we got her, it's no problem. Now she just doesn't want to go by herself. Now she got to decide if she wants to take her brother, paid for free, or her son, paid for free. So that once they figure that out, then we'll get them over there and let them have a good time. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff I love to do.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Did you do anything over the weekend? Any cool plans or anything, or no?
No, just watch disappointment.
I know. So, like for me, like now, if someone asked me to do something like on a Saturday, I would make it a priority to like, no, like I'm sorry, like Miami Hurricanes are playing.
Right, exactly.
I was wary of this game. I mean, we talked about it. I don't remember the score I predicted
38-24 UNC.
Okay. Yeah. So it was a little off. But same result in the end, in the scope of things. But yeah, no, so I've kind of just been like keeping things open. So if someone asks me to do something, like I'm gonna, do that instead of getting let down by the Miami Hurricanes. So I hung out with one of my buddies that I don't really get to see that often. Went to some food spots and stuff. I was actually in Max's part of town. I was in San Diego.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was cool. We went to the outlets too in San Clemente and stuff. Played some basketball too. So that was cool. We were watching the game. He had it on his phone, and right when we turned it on, I think the first thing I saw was because I rewatched everything, but the first thing I saw was the Josh Downs touchdown against Gervin Hall.
That's
and I remember when they announced that. Yeah, I can't remember who was talking about it. I think it was Gabby Urrutia that was saying that when they moved Gervin to like the dime package and they wanted him to cover some slot receivers. I was just like, man, I feel like this is just like foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Something.
It's ugly, man. It's ugly.
Yeah. I mean, I can't even remember if we talked about it last week, what the statistic was of like what Manny Diaz's record is like when they're losing in the first quarter, like by the end of the first quarter. I think it's like it was really bad though.
Really bad. I don't remember exactly, but it was bad. Bad number.
Yeah. So I mean, once again, it was the slow start, right? I mean, don't you think it's like like there's three main things that like contribute to like every game that we've seen this year? It's the slow start, which we talked about it last week. I don't think the offense has scored a single touchdown in a game in the first quarter, besides the Central Connecticut one. But that was the one I even told you it was like we only drove for like 6 yards because we had a turnover.
Right.
We forced a turnover. Missed tackles. I mean, I think there was like one play that there was like 6 missed tackles, but I mean that's happened numerous times in every single game.
You want to know what's getting, speaking of that, sorry to interrupt, but you know what's getting really, really tiresome of hearing? Is
What?
every time they do a play, they do a replay of that fucking play, and they count the missed tackles. 1, 2, 3. Oh my! It's just like, oh, we know. Stop.
I like it. I like it because it's just showing like, look, Miami is this terrible at tackling. We're the worst team
Trust me,
in college football at tackling. Which
I don't need to hear it every 5 seconds. I'm watching it. Every game I'm watching it.
But that's the thing. It needs to be nationally televised, so there can be a change.
What do you think watching Bubba Bolden not doing shit when he should be blocking a freaking hole? What do you think that's going to change? I don't understand that. That's not going to change. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, it's bringing attention. It's bringing attention to other people are seeing this, not just Miami Hurricane fans, and everyone's making fun of us, and we're becoming the laughing stock of college football. Is what I'm saying. You know.
Well, we've been that for years, though. It's always
but
we back. Oh shit, we ain't back. The U's are back like, every year, every September we're back.
We were talking about this like off camera too. And this is just kind of like muddled thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
But like we were talking, and I was saying like dude, like the past few years, like I don't know how many years, it just feels like a never-ending cycle of like, we have these seasons that they look in the scope of things like they're solid years, but we barely beat teams that we should be beating by more, and then we have seasons like this where we lose close games to teams that maybe we shouldn't lose to, or whatever. But this season it feels it's even worse because I mean we haven't gotten. When's the last time we had a start this bad? I think someone had said it was like over like 30 years ago or something crazy like that.
I can't remember the last time we had a 2-4 start. I mean it's been a while, and
yeah. It's been a long time, man.
He is absolutely right. Desmond, Mr. Benny Blades said he wants to pull up on Bubba and tell him he's playing himself out of a draft pick. Bro, in my
playing
mind,
himself, he already played himself out.
He's played after watching UNC, and then I don't know if you guys watch Rowe's breakdown student of the game. He also broke it down. Bubba don't need to be in the field anymore. He's more of a hazard than he is anything else on that field because he's just not putting it. There's no effort from him. Zero effort. Zero.
That brings us to the news of the week, man.
You want news or the
decent?
Stat?
Huh?
You want stat?
No, news of the week.
Oh, okay.
No, news of the week. No, news of the week of. Man, we got a certain player back by the name of Avante Williams, man.
Yes, I hope he starts. Hold on, let me see here. Go ahead.
I'm not sure how much he's gonna play. They're talking about he needs to be like
probably
get into conditioning, get into shape. He's only practiced like the past 4 weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hoping he gets like go to like a decent amount of snaps. I mean, especially if Bubba is playing like shit. At least put Cam in there for more.
Oh, he had me nervous there on Saturday. He got hurt for a minute.
I know.
I was like, no, please get up, boy. Please get up.
Bounce back.
Yeah,
he bounced back.
I saw that.
And, I mean, I don't know. Do you want to...
I mean, here's the deal. We shouldn't have lost that game. I mean, the tackling kills us. I mean, and if you watch, it's the effort. I don't think it's the fact that they're not tackling. I mean, it's effort too. Like I got to go back to Bubba Bolden. There's like 3 plays he had 0 effort. One of them cost us a touchdown. One of them cost us like a 40-something yard run. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Now Manny in his thing after the game, I'm sure everybody saw the picture of him just sitting in the sidelines. Yeah, see, Desmond Solomon says, "Oh my God, all that damn jogging." Exactly. Uh, but we all seen it after the game, and then all of a sudden now 6 games in, he's like, "Oh, we gotta start making some changes." Oh, and now finally 6 and 8's in the portal. I hear they're not going to get on the field again, so they're in the portal.
There goes our cornerback depth. No Mark Pope. Uh-oh.
But here's my thing. I know we make fun of and all this stuff, but I hope and pray that they land somewhere good for them guys and they ball out. I hope they do. I hope they go ball out.
No, I hope they do too.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I know we're tired of it, and I'm sure that probably the pressure from them dropping it every time the ball comes to them, sometimes once you get the dropsies, it's hard not to get the dropsies. You know what I mean? Because it's in your head then. But hopefully they go ball out. But yeah, I just want to see some people, and not Cam Kids, but James Williams. The dude's a beast. Absolute man-child. Bro, you got to use your head, man. Got to use your head. Cost us some yardage there, man. Almost probably should have got thrown out that one time. He's got to just make your tackle, get back into the huddle or whatever it is. Just don't do all that extra shit. You're going to end up doing us a disservice.
Yeah, well, and here's the difference, though. He's a freshman versus guys,
absolutely.
Like other guys like Bubba Bolden, Mari Carter, guys that have been here for, almost like their Scott Patchin sixth year
Right.
that, like regress. And I just don't understand it.
Oh,
how
no.
I don't know, you just forget to tackle or forget how to tackle. I don't know.
Well, did you hear Joe Rose on Monday morning?
Yeah.
No, I don't know how true it is. He says that he has some feelers out there and he sees them extra practicing tackling. So how true that is, I don't know. But I don't understand why you have to be doing extra practicing. Do you know what I mean? Of tackling.
Well, I don't understand how if you finally feel like that. You've been the worst team in tackling for how many weeks now, and now you finally decide that maybe you should do that.
But Joe Rose says that his guys have been seeing it all the practice. They're practicing tackling, but now they're just practicing tackling more. You know what I mean? They're doing it. They're doing it more than they normally would. So, which is bullshit, because what sucks is nowadays they only have like 25 hours a week or some crap like that. 22 hours a week they can have the guys together. So if you have to take extra time to practice tackling, you're taking away time from other stuff you need to be practicing. You know what I mean? And why are we having seniors and juniors are the ones that's having the issues with the tackling? I understand James Williams wanting to put the shoulder in and the quarterback think he can knock him down. You know what I'm saying? I get that, but he's not a senior, and it's just upperclassmen, people who come back, run it back again. Run it back for what? To show how sorry you guys are? I mean, you got to put the effort in. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. Sorry, I'm rambling. Sorry.
It's okay.
Just get hot. I just get hot, man. Get hot.
I know, dude. You're ready for tonight, man. And we talked about it too, like just in the scope of things, like these 3 games were the games that we had circled, like even before the season started. And now, like, you see how good NC State is and how Pitt is performing. Obviously, UNC had been, inconsistent, but we knew their offense at least, could produce. But, I mean, how do you feel about the rest of this, the remaining 2 games that we have out of this, 3-game?
That's
I
what
was
Solomon
reading
put.
That.
Our
I
worst
was reading that.
tacklers
That's
are
why I was
guys
like,
that came into college known for being great tacklers. Exactly. I mean, you just don't forget how to tackle. That's what I just don't get. It doesn't make any freaking sense to me. It doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wrap my head around it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, go ahead. Here I go. Desmond, it's your fault.
I know. He distracted me too. But no, what do you think, like, after seeing this game, like next 2 games, NC State we got coming up this Saturday night, and then Pitt next week.
Loss. I mean, these are 2 of the best teams in the ACC right now. Coming up. I mean, Pitt's not ranked, but Kenny Pickett is just, and that offense is just, I mean, unbelievable right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and NC State, I mean, they're what, 20 or 18th or 9th or whatever it is. What the hell is it? They're 18th right now in the nation, 5-1. I mean, and they're not like beating people in barely beating people. They're like beating people pretty solid. Yeah, you're right. You're bad, Solomon. But so I see an L coming. I do this weekend.
for
It's
both
probably
of
gonna be
them.
yeah, exactly. I do.
Yeah,
Unless something changes.
and we'll get into the
Hmm.
previewing the game a little later, but yeah, you just can't feel good after what you've seen.
Mm-mm.
I dude, you know what bugs the shit out of me though is like just the coach speak, man. And I get it, like there's gonna be some of this, but I think when you're losing, it's just more fucking annoying to hear of like, oh, I'm so proud of our guys for fighting back. And I get it, but it's like, why are we constantly putting ourselves in that position? Like I mean, I directly think now it's coaching that we come out, in the first quarter super flat, still haven't scored a touchdown in the first quarter since, I mean, the CCSU
Well,
game was the only
I can't
one
say we're gonna come
offensively.
out super flat or whatever. I mean, they came out with the first play of the game was a flea flicker. So I mean, I don't think they were trying to come out flat. Shit just wasn't connected. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but it hasn't been connecting all season.
I understand that. Last game before UNC, who did we play before that?
Virginia.
Virginia. We well, granted it was his first start. I understand that, but that's probably part of the reason why we started flat in that game. But this game, it doesn't. I don't know about starting flat, or we just didn't make the plays. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to make any excuses for coaching or nothing like that. Don't get me wrong, but I get it. I just don't think we came out flat. It's just I don't know what it was. I mean, it's like they were trying. Offensive side. I'm not talking about defensive side when I say trying. Offensive side. Some of them on the defense wasn't trying, but I'm just talking about on the offensive side. Sorry about Cam Harris, man. Sorry about that. Sorry about your knee and everything, but it's time for cock-a-doodle-doo. It's rooster time now, baby. It's rooster now, baby. In my mind, this is the game. TBD goes off. We will still lose those 63-52. Ooh, I think it's gonna be high scoring too. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, Desmond, just said TVD goes off this game. How confident are you moving forward, like with TVD as a starter?
The same confidence as before. I have no issues with him as the starter.
Okay. Just because, I saw, Gabby and David Lake were breaking it down, looking at his numbers and stuff. And, he's like, I think he's under 50% completion in games not against, CCSU. Because obviously I think he was like 10 for 11 in that game or
Right, he was
something.
almost perfect in that game. Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's like how much of that is attributed to him not having any experience, how much, of it is, maybe he's not a starting caliber, quarterback. I think he definitely has been flashing, right? There's some
Oh,
throws that he's
absolutely.
made. He had like a crossbody throw to, I think, who was it to? Was it to Mike Harley or something?
Right, and he caught it in the end
Um,
zone.
yeah, and he caught it, and
That was a
I
Patrick
think it's
Mahomes
just,
type shit there.
yeah, I feel like for me, like I'm not 100% sold, just knowing what we have in, well, not knowing, but knowing that we have Jake Garcia as well. But I mean, for now, I mean, obviously TVD is our best option.
Yeah, TBD.
But
Then you got Ryan Rizik, and then but Peyton Matocha is
Matoka,
Matoka is the last one. But I mean, I you've seen in the first half of the game, he struggles just a little bit, especially in the first quarter. By the way, we only 12 yards first quarter. They had like
yes,
170 something. That's ridiculous. But anyways, but you see him. He gets a
but
little
they didn't
better. He
come out
gets a little
flat.
better. Huh?
But they didn't come out flat, right?
Well,
With
no,
those
they didn't come
12
out
yards.
flat. No, it's 12 yards of stuff. But no, it wasn't flat. It just wasn't connecting. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Go ahead.
oh shit!
Yeah. What happened?
Oh no, my stuff is all. I can't see anything on my screen.
I don't know what to tell you. All my shit's on. It's running. I can see
Okay,
you.
I'll just ignore it then.
Ignore it.
I mean, this is better. I don't have to see you now.
That's
Um,
right.
but yeah, man, should we take a quick break and
Yes. Do the read. Let's start the read.
let's do it. All right, we are back. So, support for Kane's Calling is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming champions of the world. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped just launched their 4th-generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0. You heard that right, the 4.0. Join over 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you, 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code GOCANES at manscaped.com. Imagine shaving with a sleek, well-designed, and optimized trimmer that makes shaving time your favorite time in the bathroom. I'm one of the first people to try the 4.0, and let me tell you, man, I'm blown away by the performance. The craftsmanship and the details on the 4.0 are next level. I mean, I got to tell you, I was one of the guys that would just use, my normal, shaver in the shower, trying to trim the old boys,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't tell you how many times I nicked myself with like an old blade, especially that's the worst. And you just nick yourself and you think you ain't gonna make it. I'll tell you what.
It's like
And
Carrie all over again.
oh yeah, no, yeah, not in a good way. Yeah, not the best experience. So you gotta try this thing out, man. Manscaped engineered the ultimate groin and body trimmer by focusing on intelligent functionality and an incredibly comfortable grooming experience. Their 4th-generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents. That's exactly what I needed in that time. Thanks to their skin-safe technology, I now feel confident shaving my boys.
You should, because this upgraded trimmer includes a multi-function on-off switch that can engage a travel lock. It also gives you the ability to turn on a 4,000 LED spotlight on and off when needed for more precise shave, which is it's a nut getter, to be honest. The Lawnmower 4.0 even allows you to customize your trim through additional guard links with its sizes between 1 and 4. Did I also mention wireless charging? The new wireless charging system uses electromagnetic induction, which can help battery length last longer. So, there's no plug-in. There's a charger stand. You just sit it in there, you drop it, and you go away. You ain't got to charge yourself. It's awesome. Men, if you've been shaving with the same nut trimmer on your face, have you been doing wrong? No person wants to end up with pubes in their mouth. It's time to get your own. It's time to get your own ball hair and body trimmer with Manscaped to make me time the best time and enhance your confidence with some nice smooth boys. Get 20% off and free shipping with code GOCANES at manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you.
Absolutely.
Don't forget, you get 20% off and free shipping with code GOCANES at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. And I got my shirt on.
All right.
Too.
I love it. So we got a question here. Desmond asked us, fellas, how would you rework the defensive personnel to get the most of what we have right now?
I don't rework. Well,
like is there any positions you would look at? The thing I thought was interesting that Marcus Clark is listed on the as a starting cornerback. Did you see that?
As a starting cornerback?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see.
You didn't see that?
Marcus Clark, DJ Ivy, to Corey Couch. And then you got James and Gervin. I would not have Bubba starting. That's just, I would change that.
I'm thinking that I don't know if Tyreek is out still. I know he had that injury.
Well, he's listed here as number 1 cornerback.
Oh, he is still listed?
Yeah.
The one I saw, he wasn't.
I'm looking at the depth chart from the day.
Okay. I think, for me, I would definitely have Leonard Taylor in the rotation more. Jafari Harvey. I
would have Chance.
Am I wrong? Like, I don't want to see Zach McLeod out there anymore. I want to see Chance Williams. I want to see Elijah Roberts.
I want to see Chance Williams over Zach McLeod, but I wouldn't say I don't want to see McLeod out there. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I think
would rather see Elijah Roberts.
I would like to see Elijah Roberts too, but maybe on the other side. You know what I'm saying?
You got Jafari and DeAndre. DeAndre's kind of been I thought we would get a little more out of him. I know he wasn't as much of an impact transfer as some of the
We
other
were
guys
hoping,
we've had come
yeah.
in at defensive end. Because we were talking about him. The whole stat that Manny's had an 8 sack. At least one guy with 8 sacks, at least like in his tenure, like while being here, and we thought DeAndre was going to be that guy. And I'm not sure how many sacks he has this season, but it's not close to that number. What is it?
Desmond Solomon wrote, "I'm not gonna lie, I'm 32 years old and I chuckle at nut trimmer every time." Me too, bro. It's hard for me to read that and not laugh sometimes. It's funny. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. You're
But
good.
yeah, I would have Leonard Taylor playing some more because I know he didn't have as many snaps as everybody else, but he graded out better than a lot of the guys did in PFF. Of course, Bubba was one of our worst ones. I can't remember who was the other worst
Cam
defensive player.
Kitchens need to get in there. He needs to get in there
He
more.
needs more burn too. But I think
Yeah.
this one was probably because he did kind of hurt himself.
Yeah. I mean, I hope, but I mean, even in the past games, I think
I would like to
needs
see
more fun.
Elijah Arroyo over Mallory. Mallory still, his blocking to me is just, he's not doing a good job at that.
Oh yeah, Elijah. Well, he hasn't even caught, like, I think he's caught. I think he only has like 70 yards receiving this entire season.
Right, and Elijah
which
just
is
looks
terrible.
more, I don't know, fluent might be the word I'm saying. When he's out on the field, he looks like he's just more naturally, I don't know, flowing. I don't know. It just looks like a more natural runner than 85 does.
Will Mallory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zion was, I think, our best graded lineman.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
he had a pretty good game.
Ja'Guy Clark needs some help. I mean, he is definitely of the future, but he's not there yet. But that man child they had, that he was supposed to be a stud of a nose tackle, he did pretty good with him. He did pretty good one-on-one. I mean, he wasn't dominating him, but he got pushed back a little bit, but it wasn't like he was, throwing him all over the place. But you can see he does need some more help there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what do you think offensively? I know he was asking specifically defensively. Is there anyone offensively you'd want to see?
Yeah, so I said
on the field more?
Arroyo.
Oh yeah, Arroyo.
And who was the other one?
I want to see more Brashard Smith.
Well, I can't say I need to
some...
see more Jalen because right now he's starting. Cody Brown is behind him, and then Thad Franklin's finally there. I would like to see more of him for sure.
I want to see a little bit more. Like, I know that it's going to be a little limited because we do have some good young guys in the receiver room, but I want to see some more Jacoby George too. He's been doing pretty well in the punt returns, so I would like to see him. Yeah.
Desmond Solomon said Mallory was never a blocker though. That's bad coaching. He's a big wide receiver. He's too heavy now and just not that guy. I agree. I can agree with that statement.
Yeah. All right, man. You want to start talking about this upcoming game or what?
Let's do the upcoming game. NC State Wolfpack number 18 coming into the big house. The Rock, Saturday night, 7:30, ESPN 2.
Let's do it. You want to do I got an all hype sounds right. You ready to do it or what?
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
And now it's time for everyone's favorite game show, All Hype or Sounds Right. With your favorite host, Matty Ice.
All right, Matt. What you got?
All right. All hype sounds right. We got the NC State edition. First one I got for you. Miami will give up over 39.5 points this game. NC State averages 32. Miami is averaging, giving up their defense 36 points per game to teams not named CCSU. What do you think?
Sounds right. They're going to give up more than that.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Next one.
I mean, I just got to go off of what I've been saying, man. The last few games, I mean, it's points galore. I mean, 42 last game.
I got you.
No, 45 last game. Virginia was how many points? 30-something points.
30-something. And
then Michigan State
Michigan State was
40. Or 42.
I thought it was 41. Yeah, it was like 41, 42.
So, I mean,
okay, next one.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Miami offense will finally score a touchdown in the first quarter. All hype sounds right.
Any touchdown or offensively touchdown?
No, the Miami offense will score a first quarter
Man,
touchdown.
you putting this on me hard today. I'm gonna say it's all hype. I mean, they haven't done it yet.
Wow. Yeah.
They got to prove it
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah. I don't think that's that far fetched. Next one. TVD will throw over. The over under is 1.5 interceptions.
Under.
I'm
gonna say
he had
that's all.
3 last game.
Right.
Game before, did he have 2 or 1?
I think he had 1, but it was tipped, wasn't it? 1 was tipped.
Oh yeah.
And then 1 was thrown. Yeah, it was a bad throw.
Okay, I have a stat to go over after this.
Okay.
Last one. Manny will still be the head coach going into the Pitt game.
Yes, he will still be the head coach.
Okay. So, obviously, I referenced TVD will throw over 1.5 interceptions. That was the third one of the all hype sounds right. Did you know NC State has the most interceptions in the...
Are we doing the stat now?
No.
Okay.
No, I'll tell you. Come on, man.
Sorry.
Most interceptions in the ACC with 8. Giving up only 14 points per game. They're the number 1 defense and third down defense. 25% opponent conversion. What do you think ours is without looking?
Oh, I was just looking it up. I think it's like at 36% or something like that.
No, 44.
Oh, we're at 44%. That's still horrible.
Yeah. Unless the ACC side is wrong. They're the only team in the ACC with the defense allowing under 100 rush yards per game.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
If we had, but I'm going to say our running game is going to have a bigger breakout this game.
Because of Rooster?
Well, we got Rooster, and then you got, Cody Brown. I haven't really seen a lot of him, but what I've seen of him so far looks pretty good. And then you got Thad Franklin going to be able to play. We've seen him very, very limited. But I would like to see that. But I think our running game is going to have a breakout this game. I think total we'll have over 150 yards total rushing.
I think Jalen Knighton's going to have a lot of receiving yards this game.
He's going to have a lot of all-purpose yards. He's that kind of dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got you.
The guy that used to play on the Rams, he was that all-purpose guy. I can't remember his name, but I know somebody remembers who he was talking about.
Tavon Austin?
No, when they won the Super Bowl.
Oh, when they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he was a back, and he was a pretty decent running back, but he would catch the ball out of the backfield a lot. I'll think of it in a few minutes.
Okay.
He was with the Rams.
But yeah, and obviously too, we haven't done one of these in a while, but for this game, Caniacs, we are going to do a post-game reaction show.
Yes.
We might even do a drink-along show. We're just not sure yet, just so we can actually watch this game. We have to have some sort of thing to help us watch this. Maybe we'll
go ahead.
Maybe take a drink. Take a drink every time there's a missed tackle. I don't know. We'll see. What do you think, man?
About the drinking part, probably not going to happen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then there will be no after show. Well, because tell them what your rules would have been, and then Marshall Falk. That's it right there, Marshall Falk.
Oh,
yeah.
That's who you're thinking of, Marshall Falk. Okay,
yep. That's
got it.
Thanks, David.
No, I mean it'd be funny if we did one. It would be like every time there's a missed tackle. What's another one we could do? Missed block assignment.
Oh man, if you just do missed tackle, everybody's drunk by the
end of
the
we're
first half.
Fucked.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Screwed.
Terrible.
Yeah. No drinking.
Terrible.
No drinking.
So before we get into the stat of the week, do you want to go over score prediction for this game or what?
Well, last week Jimmy said Canes 24-21. Matt said UNC 38-24. I said 31-28 Canes, and Gage said Canes 34-23. So obviously only one person had the win right, but the score was wrong. So this week we have NC State number 18 coming in to Miami. Oh, by the way, not only that, let me see. Hold on, let me pull this up here. Where is my
Oh,
here
we got
go.
some new unis, don't we?
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say new. They're old, but this is the uni combo for the weekend.
I know. You can't see it in here, but the helmet is even like sicker.
Yeah, it looks nice. No, I think it's the same. Yeah. Oh, that's right. The helmet looks like
I think
the
this might be.
lines of the gloves. Right.
I think that this one might be the old one.
This is last year's one. This is
Yeah.
2020's. Because I remember now.
But
Because the see how the hands are how
Yeah.
it's got the lines. That's how the
that's how
middle.
the helmet.
Yeah, the line down the middle is. That's right. But anyways, it's the Miami
Yeah.
Knights, and while that's up there, you want to go ahead and do the. Don't you have a stat for the
Well, we didn't go
uniforms?
over our scores yet.
Scores.
We didn't go over our scores yet.
Yeah, well, this is part of it because I don't think we're really good in those Miami Unites uniforms. We wear black for funerals. That's it. Last time we wore black, it wasn't good. But these are these are one of my favorite uni combos. The Miami Knights. I love them.
Miami Knights, man. So obviously the game's at 7:30 Eastern. I thought of a stat. I think we should go over that stat of the week, man.
All right, go ahead.
So obviously I referenced it earlier. Late game this week, 7:30 Eastern. Thought it was interesting. I was like, I'm gonna look back on the history of how Miami has done in these late games under Manny Diaz. So under Manny Diaz, the 3 years he's been here, well, 2 and some change. The Canes are 7-3 in these 7:30 Eastern games and later. The 3 losses are 2 of them against, one of them against UNC, one of them against Virginia that obviously happened the other week, and then the other one was against Clemson a year ago. But yeah, so I mean, you never know. Stranger things have happened.
Right. So do you know what our stat is wearing these uniforms?
I don't want to know.
I don't know. I wish I knew. I mean, because from memory, it doesn't seem like it's really good.
We got our asses kicked by North Carolina, if that's what you're trying to say.
Well, that was one of them. I mean, we did beat Virginia Tech. I do remember beating Virginia Tech in the black uniforms.
Didn't we beat North Carolina in these uniforms as well, though? That's when we the defense had 3
it might be, or was that all solid green?
I think it was black, and then what about? Oh no, that was too long ago. But yeah, I think that's right if memory serves right. But yeah.
Well, hopefully we can get some of this 7:30 magic and make it an 8-3 after this week.
I don't know.
All right,
we'll
Matt.
see.
All right, let's throw it out there. Anybody out there, David, Desmond, all you other guys out there in the live chat, want to give us your predictions for the game? I'll write them down, so we'll have them for next time. Matt, you want to go first?
I'm gonna go. Don't we have a caller, by the way?
Oh, my bad. We do. Sorry about that.
I know. I thought you saw.
I did, and I even got it. Get out of here. All right, welcome to the show. Who do we got?
Hey, it's your brother.
My man, Jimmy Jim. What's up, Jimmy? How you doing, brother?
Jimmy.
How you guys doing? I always have time for my Canes brothers, man.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll never get tired of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were just getting ready to throw some picks out there, Jimmy. Is there anything you want to tell or say about the last game before we move on? Anything you want to bring up?
Man, what I said, the only thing I'll say about the last game is it shows one thing: you can't just play one good half of football. You can't just play one good half of football and
Mhm.
expect to win. It's not going to happen that way.
Nope.
Because that's what bad teams do. You know,
Absolutely.
you have to play the whole game.
I agree. So, looking ahead to this Saturday night, what do you think is going to happen?
I mean, I'm hoping that we win a game, man. But like, honestly, I just don't see it. Like we're making the same we're making the same mistakes that we always make. Yeah. I mean, Tyler Van Dyke played. You know, he played a good game, and and he he did a good he almost did a good comeback. But other than that, I mean, you don't give up. You don't do a big play for a touchdown. You know, a kickoff return for a touchdown, and then the next drive you give up one in like 2 seconds. It doesn't. That's not what a good team does.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if we don't stop making those silly mistakes, you know, it's good. It's tough to win that way. It really is.
Mhm.
It is absolutely. I mean, because there were some penalties in the wrong time. I mean, they're drive stoppers. I mean, we start to get momentum. You get a bad penalty. You behind the sticks again. It's just drive killers for us.
Well, especially on the penalties that really bother me are the defensive ones.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you finally make a good stop. You almost have an interception. You know, like that one play when we were finally getting to him, and then you let that go by just you're going offside. Like how can you be so dumb?
Get him, Jimmy.
Get him,
No,
Jimmy.
you telling the truth, bro.
Jimmy? I need to know though, man. What's your score prediction for this week?
Man, I'm honest. I gotta be honest, man. So like I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be 39-21, but we're gonna come up short.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see us winning this game.
Yeah.
Unless we prove it, unless we make some big changes, I mean, as diehard of a Canes fan as I am, I just don't see us winning this game the way that the mistakes that we're making right now.
I gotta agree with you on that one. Just because I predict them going to lose, that doesn't mean I'm going to root for them to lose.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah, there is a difference.
There's a difference, absolutely. Well, Jimmy, man, you got anything else you want to say, brother, before we get you out of here?
Well, I'm just hoping for a good game, and I'll definitely be on the episode when you guys do it. I'll look
Awesome.
forward to that too.
We'll be there, brother.
We will too, man. Have a good night, Jimmy.
Go Canes all day, man.
Go Canes all day. Later, my brother.
All right, you got it.
I love talking to that dude.
I know, dude. Oh, you blocked me out. What the heck?
No, I didn't. I
There
didn't
we
block. Oh, I forgot that thing does that.
So, man, I forgot.
All right, so
Something we
Jimmy
have to
said,
talk about.
hold on, Jimmy said 39-21. David Schofer put in the chat, he got Canes 38-34. So what you got, Matt?
You know, I'm actually going to surprise some people here, and everyone's going to take in what I just said and, you know, be like, well, how are you going to say that after everything you guys just discussed? I'm going Miami here.
Oh, okay.
And I don't see it as like something like, oh, you know, Manny's going to get things back on track. I just think this is going to be an anomaly game. I think that we somehow just come out and win it. I don't know how, because like when you look at the matchup, everything is not in our favor at all, you know. Their team makeup is like our kryptonite, essentially. I just think somehow we just win this game because it's like the Miami thing. There's no rationale behind it. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go 37-31.
Okay. And you got Canes.
I got Canes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
NC State. Desmond Solomon says, I can't make score predictions anymore because I don't know how much they're going to play the guys we need to win.
Yeah.
I
I got
get
that.
that. You gotta add that in as part of your predictions here.
Hmm.
So, so
What was
this,
your score prediction?
well, let's go over the odds here for this weekend. So, Miami's an underdog, a 3-point underdog at home at night.
Hmm.
Um, what is it? There's an over under of 51.5, 51.5 points. So they think it's going to be kind of a high scoring game. They're predicting NC State to get about 38 points, and they're expecting us to only get about 21 because that's pretty much what the average is, which is almost on par. So I can't blame them for that. But I just, man, I just don't know.
Hmm.
Because I can see, because here's the thing. When we're at the Rock and it's at night, and if we can get people there, we usually pull out games. When
Yeah.
it's, you know what I'm saying, when the atmosphere what it's need to be, the boys get all hyped up. I don't know what it is, but Friday night under the lights at the Rock, we usually come out and play. Even I'm kind of with you. Even after all the stuff I said today, I kind of think that this is going to be one of those not like a miracle game, but like you, it's going to be an anomaly. I think NC State might be looking past us. I just have a feeling they're going to have more mistakes than we are. But I'm going to say it's a lower scoring game. I want to say it's going to be like 32-28 Canes. That's what I'm going with.
Okay.
And it's just because of what you said, and I was reading up on some of that earlier. But if you look back at all the night games we usually play at home, I'm not talking about anywhere else, but at home. And if we usually show up and we show out pretty much at home at night. So that's why I'm going with it.
Yeah. Let me ask you something. Well, there's two things I want to say. There's one thing I forgot that we had to discuss earlier and we didn't. But the first thing I was going to say is, like, if we just come out, because I could see this too happening, and just get blown out, like 3-4 touchdowns. Is Manny gone after this game?
No, I just don't see him going.
You don't think so?
No. Okay. Here's one. Blake James. What's up? What's good, brother Jay Blaze? Rewatch squad. I saw that the other day. I appreciate your comment, my brother. I lost my thought. What were we talking about?
I said if we lose by like 3 or 4 touchdowns.
Yeah. No, I don't. Because Blake James gave him an extension, and he's already said that it's going to take 4 to 5 years out of Blake James' mouth. He thinks it's going to be 4 to 5 years to turn this program around. So I don't think that even if we lose by 3 touchdowns, he's going to get fired. I could be wrong, but if you listen to what Blake James says.
But didn't he also say like he expects to see results after like 3 years? I had seen something that Blake James had referenced that. So
true, but
I
Blake
mean,
James made
these
this
are
hire.
results, but not good ones.
What's up, Max? How you doing, my brother? By the way, you got to check the Maxed Out show. I got it right. The Maxed Out show right after us on his YouTube channel.
Oh, that's funny. Is it on Flo's channel?
Is it on Flo's channel? I don't know. I just, when I'm done and I do all the editing and all that stuff, it's usually about 20, 30 minutes after they're already into it. And then I just go up on my YouTube. It's just there. I just hit the live button. I don't know what it's on. I don't pay attention to that. But if Max wants to bring it, if it's Flo channel, we'll go over there. I'll plug whatever. I just didn't know.
Let me ask you something though, because we didn't talk about this earlier.
Go ahead.
You sent out a tweet that got like a couple likes, and I retweeted it.
Mm-hmm.
And you had said, Manny has not lost control of this program. Or no, I want to get it exactly correct.
Get it exactly correct what I said.
What were the exact words? What were the exact words? It was
Manny has not lost this team.
Manny has not lost this team.
I don't care what anybody tweets. Is what I said. Oh, it's on Flow channel. So yeah, go to Flow channel.
Yeah, I told you. And what makes you feel that way?
Watch the game. Now I've seen. Okay, go back to the 58-0 loss to Clemson, and you'll see a team that quit on a coach. You'll see it. There was no effort given. That hardly anybody was making any kind of plays. There was no fight to even try to get back into that game. You know what I mean? This game here, they're down 18 already points from the beginning, they fought back. That nobody like quit. You didn't see any quit. I did see a couple players, Bubble Ball to be one, that weren't putting in 100% effort. I did see that, but I didn't see like a team that quit on anybody.
But one would say, because I mean, I said this last week. I said that I don't think that Manny has like lost the locker room specifically, because I feel like the players still pull for Manny. They still like Manny.
Right.
But you can still have a coach that's well liked that loses control of the locker room in a way. Example, couple players doing lives right before the game starts. Right before the game starts. Me and you personally.
Who was doing a live before the game? I didn't see that part.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about who it was. I don't want to like single people out, even though we do that sometimes.
Okay.
Couple players doing that. Which game was it when there was a weather delay? Was that against the CCSU? Was it? Or was that another game? When there was a weather delay this season.
I'm trying
Either
to
way,
think.
I can't remember which game it was. We had two players.
Oh, Michigan
DM
State
us.
game.
Huh?
Wasn't it Michigan
It wasn't
State?
Michigan. No, it wasn't. I was at that game. It wasn't that game. We had two players DM us about NIL stuff while in the middle of the game, like literally in the middle of the game. You know, there was obviously that delay during game. You have players taking selfies after they score a touchdown when they're still down by like multiple possessions. You have older guys. You have there's this whole issue of older guys that feel like they should be playing just because they're older. That Manny has created this whole, you know,
I would
mantra
agree
of
with
like,
that.
yeah,
I would
when
agree
you're a
with that.
senior guy, you're gonna play no matter what. And if you're a young guy and you're looking at that, I'm gonna be like, why the fuck am I gonna work? Why am I gonna develop if all that matters is?
But you can't
I'm
say
a
that about
junior,
the last
senior.
game. There was a lot more freshmen
But
playing than the last game.
Yeah, they were playing. But it doesn't matter
I get
because
the culture
look at,
you're saying he built, because he did build this culture with his favoritism and the playing the seniority. I get that. I'm talking about that game against UNC. I didn't see anybody quitting. Now Max says here in the live chat that the players are playing for each other, which I can get that, you know, that they're not playing for Manny himself, which is probably true. But I'm just saying, from what I saw on that team, and then when I tweeted that, it looked to me at that time that he didn't that the team was still rallying around, trying to win. You know what I mean? All that stuff. And if it's for the coaches, for the coaches, for the guys, it's for the guys. But you know what I'm saying?
Not to mention too, you have T-Rob, who, you know.
Well, let's talk about T-Rob and them. Let's talk about them real quick.
Well, no. This is what I'm going to say. And you have T-Rob too, who reportedly, I'm not saying this is 100% accurate. I'm just saying this is something that was reported. Obviously, he got into it with Manny Diaz, kind of blew up, and just people thought T-Rob was going to quit. And I feel like if it's not just, you know, the players, it's, you know, the coaching staff as well. I don't know. You look and see he took over the defense. We're the worst in terms of tackling. Third down defense, we're terrible. Just overall, I think we're giving up like the most points in the ACC next to Duke, which is terrible. You never want to be next to Duke in anything when it's college football related. Maybe college basketball is one thing, but it's just like disgusting to watch, man. And it's just, we look also too, you talk about the penalties. We're one of the most penalized teams in the freaking country too. It's just hard to watch. It's
definitely hard to watch. We're and the penalties come in the wrong time too. I mean, they're always in critical situations. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, and do you see what Max just said? Manny tries to coach players on the sideline, and the players literally walk away from him.
They don't show that on TV. I haven't been there live.
Here's what it is. Manny is like the cool uncle that like lets you like eat McDonald's and eat candy for like dinner and stuff.
Jimmy says
but,
that
like,
was
you
the
don't
CCM game.
Yeah, you don't view him as like, you know, an authoritarian figure. It's like, oh, that's my cool uncle, that's my friend or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's that situation, man, and I like Manny. I think he's a good guy, but that doesn't mean he's a good football coach.
Nobody here ever said he was a good football coach. I never said that. Them words never came out of my mouth.
Yeah. But he has lost control of this team.
Okay, I'll take you guys' word for it.
But,
I mean, I'm just talking about what I saw. Well, I had quite a few drinks that night too. That's another reason why we didn't talk. But yeah, from what I was seeing at that time, it didn't look like anybody quit on them. So I mean, if we were there playing for anybody else, like he said here, playing for themselves, I'm all down with that.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't see him being that strict. Anthony says, Matt, I think the problem with Manny is he's trying to match to be a player's coach, that he's not being strict with the players on the roster and that they get away with not being disciplined. Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
Coaches do want him there anymore, neither do the players, but most of them will play hard because they need to get good film for the NFL. Well, the ones who need good film for the NFL ain't playing right or ain't playing hard. Bubba pretty much, I think, has put the wrong kind of shit on film. I don't think he's going to get drafted now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, man, I mean, I like how I just set a bomb and then I'm like, all right, time to go.
Yeah, you're not supposed to set bombs this late because, you got other interviews for the other show later. You can't do that shit.
No, that's true. But
Max, thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate you.
We can talk all about this after the game. After I don't even know what happens, but we'll see. I mean, I think
I won't have many drinks next Saturday.
I'm like willing this team to like win that game. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna win by like 8, but I don't know. I think we could either win by 8 or just get blasted by fucking 24 or something.
Absolutely could. Absolutely could. Let's just hope the Saturday Night Magic continues at the Rock.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, man. Ready to wrap this one up?
I'm good. Thanks everybody for coming in today. Remember, catch us on all your podcast platforms. Please like and subscribe us on the channel. We'd really appreciate that. Other than that, let's go Canes. Let's try to get this dub on Saturday. That's all I'm going to say. Let's just win this fucking game on Saturday, man.
Yeah.
I'm tired of
Remember,
losing.
we're going to have a post-game show after the NC State game. Let's do it. Maybe Max will join us.
Don't forget to go buy a sticker, www.stickersbyab.com, and get your stickers. Use our code CCI15. Get your 15% off. Stick and rep with us. And, dude, he's got the shirts now. The shirts are fire. That new one he's got. Mm-hmm. He's got hats now. That 305 one looks really good. My man is getting it, though, bro. He's getting it. He's getting it. I love it. I love it. I love seeing people getting it. Other than that, go Canes. We'll see you guys all Saturday night. Max, I'll see you guys in a little bit. I got to finish all this editing, then I'll be over there. All right, guys. Hey. Everybody have a great night. Go Canes.
Go Canes.
Go.